All right, 5 questions. 5 questions to get us started today. Let's see where you're at. This graph shows the relationship between flight time in hours and flight distance in kilometers for 10 flights. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different flights. What do you think is on the x-axis? It's not labeled. Do you think the x-axis is the flight time in hours or the flight distance in kilometers? And how do you know? Question 2. If you were going to graph this data about the length of somebody's right hand versus the length of their right foot, seeing if there's a correlation between them, look at the numbers. If you were going to make a graph of this, would you only graph it in quadrant 1 and use an interval of 3 on the x-axis and 3 on the y-axis? Or would you have to use all 4 quadrants to graph it, using an interval of 3 on the x-axis and 3 on the y-axis? Or would you only graph it in quadrant 1, but use an interval of 30 on the x-axis and 30 on the y-axis? Question 3. When do you think it is better to use a table to represent your data? And when do you think it is better to use a scatter plot to represent your data? Question 4. The age and the weight of a panda are recorded below. Look at the graph carefully. What does this point tell us about the panda? And how do you know? Look carefully. And final question. Let's say you're going to plot another panda that was older than this panda, but weighed less than this panda. Where would the point for that panda go? Would it go below this point, but to the left? Below, but to the left? Would it go above this point, but to the right? Or would it go below this panda, but to the right? And again, you're looking for a panda that's older, but weighed less than this panda. Where would it be compared to the point given?